Wednesday, January 24, 2024 to order, and we will have the invocation and pledge of allegiance by Councilman Voisin. Please rise. Clayton, turn your light on.
Heavenly Father, we come today to conduct business for Terrebonne Parish. Please grant us the wisdom so we can make the decision for the great community. In the name of Jesus, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Smith, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Harding,
Here.
Mr. Voisin, Mr. Amity,
Here.
Mr. Champagne,
Here.
Mr. Hamner,
Here.
Mr. Babin, Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trusclair, Mr. Pleasure. Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you, ma'am. Approve the minutes of the regular council session held on December 20th, 2023.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Harding. Members, please vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Distribute the minutes of the regular council session held on January 10th, 2024. That has been done. Approve accounts payable lists for 1/16/2024 and 1/22/2024. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pledger. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Approve manual checklists for December 2023. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Hamner. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Item 1, general business. A proclamation proclaiming February 3rd, 2024 as Arbor Day in Houma, Terrebonne, and urging citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Ms. Chauvin, if you would request to speak. Thank you, ma'am.
Parish of Terrebonne proclamation, whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut the heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products, and whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community, and whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal, and whereas the purpose and goal of the Terrebonne Parish Tree Board is primarily the planting and preservation of trees on parish-owned public properties in order to enhance stormwater mitigation, air and water quality, economic development, community livability, and public appreciation of trees. Now therefore be it resolved that the Terrebonne Parish Council, on behalf of the parish president and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, that the date of February 3rd, 2024 be hereby proclaimed as Arbor Day in Houma, Terrebonne, and that all citizens be urged to celebrate Arbor Day to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands, and to protect trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Presented this 24th day of January 2024.
Thank you, Ms. Chauvin. Who's here to receive this? You want to go? Yeah. What?
My name is Linda Brazier. I live at 276 McKinley Street in Houma, and I'm glad to accept this proclamation. I am on the tree board with Terrebonne Parish, and I'm also a member of Terrebonne Garden Club, one of the oldest clubs in Terrebonne Parish. It's a perfect fit for Terrebonne Garden Club members to be on the tree board because every year our club, our garden club, plants a tree around Arbor Day. In the past few years, we have planted a tree at H.L. Bourgeois, at St. Bernadette School and Church, and this year we planted one at Southdown to replace the tree that was hit by lightning. And this coming year, 24, we are going to plant a ball cypress along New Orleans Boulevard where there's another row of them. So I appreciate serving on both boards. Thank you.
Ms. Brazier?
Uh-huh.
Ms. Kim has the proclamation for you. If you'd like to pose for a picture with her.
Oh, yes.
And don't run away, Miss Linda. Mr.
Okay.
Harding.
Yeah, and I just recently had some conversation in reference to what you guys do, and sent someone over there. I'm sending someone over there to get some assistance. So with the assistance I found that you guys provide, I would encourage those people to take heed and support the tree board. Thank you.
Okay. You know, we're going to have a tree giveaway on February 3rd for members of the public, Terrebonne Parish, that are interested in trees. Now, I think Chris has a list of the 8 types of trees, but they were planted by Bednap members in Lafourche. So it's being done locally, all the growing and everything. But we encourage the public to come out.
Hang tight just a minute.
Okay.
Mr. Pulaski.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Ms. Brazier is absolutely correct. On Saturday, February 3rd, at the main library at 151 Library Drive, we will have our 18th annual tree giveaway. The tree board applied to Apache Foundation, has a tree grant program every year, and we were awarded 1,500 bare root seedlings through that grant program. The tree board purchased the 1 gallon, I think it's 328 1-gallon native species of trees, and we'll be pushing out a press release over the next few days on this. But this year, the difference being that, as Ms. Brazier pointed out, Nichols and Bitnep partnered together and opened up a tree farm and nursery right off of Highway 1, just east of campus. And they started out primarily doing plantings, growing up plants for mitigation projects, for coastal restoration projects. But Pat Gordon, the chairman of the tree board, and I went out there and met with folks from the tree farm, and we talked about the tree giveaway, and we gave them a list of the trees that we normally have, and they said, "Oh, guys, we could grow those for you." So now we're going to start that so that we can source our trees locally and then support Nichols and Bitnep at the same time, and hopefully see more Bitnep and Nichols projects in the Terrebonne area. So it's kind of a win-win every way around.
Thanks, Mr. Pulaski and Ms. Brazier. Thanks again for all that you guys do. And I just want to tell the general public, y'all better move quick because those trees go quick.
That's what we understand.
It's 9 a.m. until we run out.
9 a.m. until they run out on February 3rd, and that's at the main library.
Yes.
So for those watching over Facebook and what have you, HTV, get your running shoes on and be there early. Thank you, Ms. Brazier. We appreciate you. Item B, a proclamation proclaiming February 5th through the 9th, 2024 is National School Counseling Week. Mr. Babin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a pleasure and an honor to read this proclamation, City of Houma, Parish of Terrebonne proclamation. Whereas school counselors are employed in public and private schools to help students reach their full potential. And whereas school counselors are actively committed to helping students explore their abilities, strengths, interests, and talents as their traits relate to career awareness and development. And whereas school counselors help parents focus on ways to further the educational, personal, and social growth of their children. And whereas school counselors work with teachers and other educators to help students explore their potential and set realistic goals for themselves. And whereas school counselors seek to identify and utilize community resources that can enhance and complement comprehensive school counseling programs and help students become proactive members of our society. And whereas comprehensive developmental school counseling programs are considered an integral part of the educational process that enables all students to achieve success in schools. Now therefore be it resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of the parish president and the entire Terrebonne Parish Council government that the week of February 5th through 9th, 2024 be hereby proclaimed National School Counselor Week, and that all school counselors be recognized for their efforts towards helping students grow and achieve their potential. Presented this 24th day of January 2024, signed by Parish President Jason Bergeron, our Council Chairman John Amade, and endorsed by the entire Parish Council. Is there
Thank you, Mr.
someone here
Babin.
to...
Do we have someone here to receive this? Come to the podium. We'll see if we can get a picture, and then we'll let you speak for a minute. Mr. Babin's going to come.
Chris, take another picture.
Really shy. Just on behalf of all of Terrebonne Parish schools, we just want to thank y'all for supporting us and the communities for supporting us and always being there for us whenever we need. It's a team effort. It's not just the schools or just the families. It's the community as well supporting us. And we couldn't do our jobs without everyone in the community, you know.
We thank you for all that you do, working with those children, inspiring those children to make more of themselves. It's something that's very commendable. So on behalf of this council, I just want to congratulate all the counselors and the work that they do and all the people that support them and back them up. Working in that relationship is an honorable thing, and you should hold your head high for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item C, commendation commending HPD Lieutenant Wendell Miles on her retirement. Mr. Steve Trosclair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It gives me great honor and pleasure to read this commendation. And it reads, City Houma, Louisiana Parish Terrebonne commendation. Whereas Wendell Miles is retiring after 30 years of dedicated service as Lieutenant of the Houma Police Department for Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. And whereas Lieutenant Miles began her employment with the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government on January 23, 1994. And whereas Lieutenant Miles' service to the parish was marked by selflessness and dedication to her duties that included being a dedicated police officer, juvenile officer, and supervisor of car patrol. And whereas Lieutenant Miles will be fondly remembered for her excellence in leadership, her personable demeanor, and for the enthusiastic pride she took in all of her endeavors at the parish. Now, therefore be resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of the parish president and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government that the extraordinary services of Lieutenant Wendell Miles to the people of Houma Terrebonne community is hereby publicly acknowledged, and that she has extended the sincerest best wishes for her future. And this is presented on the 24th day of January 2024, and is signed by our parish president, Jason Bergeron, our council chair, John Amade, and endorsed by the entire council.
So if we have any of your family and they would like to come join you in taking a picture, and that includes your family in blue, Chief, if y'all want to come up there.
Get your family, yes.
Not really. We want.
Read their faces.
If Chief, if y'all want to come line up over here. Put her front and center, and y'all just And members, if y'all wish to stand.
Get the guy with the oldest iPhone in the room to take the picture. All right. Y'all gotta get together. You pick the guy with the oldest iPhone in the room to take the picture. Yeah, you balance out.
You gotta get the center.
I'll be there.
She's still a being officer, I guess.
Always a police officer.
All right. If you can't see these, then I can't see you. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good deal.
Do I speak now?
Yes, ma'am. If you'd like to share some words, we would certainly love to hear them. And then we'll probably have a few people that would like to address you as well.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. I would like to congratulate the newly elected parish president and all of the newly elected council members. I would like to thank all of you for your support this evening. As of today, I have been employed with the Houma Police Department for 30 years. After receiving my first paycheck, I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be here that long. That paycheck was really small, but I stuck around, and it was, but I stuck around as I was encouraged to do. Many said it's going to get better, and I had faith, and it did. It became much better. I'm very appreciative of past administrations for taking care of us, the Houma Police Department. My hope today is that you guys continue to take care of law enforcement first responders in the future. As everyone knows, being a law enforcement officer, the police is a very tough job, challenging, mentally and physically. We're the first on the scene, doing what we do. When somebody gets shot, we're there. When a hurricane comes, we're there. Cutting trees, when the fight breaks out, we're there. Accident take place, tunnel is closed, we're there. So we there, we're first to respond, first responder. I must thank God for allowing me to have made it to the end of this journey alive and well. I would like to thank my family for supporting me through the years and forgiving me for missing out on many family functions and special occasions. Also, I would like to thank my family for their prayers, praying for me that I come home safely while on my tour duty. A big thanks to my coworkers for keeping me on point and having my six when it was needed the most. You guys became my family away from home. We cried together, prayed together, fought each other. We've done it all. We done it all. And that's what families do. We love. We love together. We love together. We love together. I would also like to give a big shout out to some of the senior retirees, the ones that was around 20 years ago, 30 years ago when I first started. These guys brought about wisdom and words of encouragement that kept me grounded. In closing, during my tenure here at HPD, I've had many great opportunities and experiences. I have learned, seen, and done a lot in my 30 years. Now the time has come for me to move on and enjoy life as it was meant to be enjoyed. I want to thank the Houma Police Department for allowing me to be one of Houma's finest, and Chief Smith, who hired me 30 years ago. Thank you. My family and friends and HPD for taking the time to come out and support me this evening. And the thanks to Chief Terrio for giving me a short notice on this whole event that's happening this evening. Thank you, Chief. I hope your success, along with your staff. I just want to thank everybody this evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am, and stay there. There's a few people that would like to talk to you. Mr. Trosclair will be first.
Yes, I just want to say one thing. Ms. Miles kind of hinted on it, but today is exactly her 30th year to the day. So it's kind of ironic that the chief was able to get this done on this day. So today is actually exactly 30 years that she had on. But to get back to all your services and your accomplishments, I have a really intimate appreciation of everything that you and all of your law enforcement comrades, do for me and our community, our parish, our state, our country. It's not, you don't just work local, you work, you cover everything. I have a son that's been in law enforcement going on 20 years now. So I do have a real good appreciation of what you guys go through day in and day out. And it's not really a pretty sight for the most part. And, our country's in some dire problems, with drugs and criminal activity. And I don't think our judicial systems is protecting you guys and the way it needs to be done. We've got too many areas where these criminals are beating you guys out of the office, on arrest and stuff. So I really appreciate everything you do. I want to wish you the best in your future endeavors. I hope you don't get too far away from law enforcement. You got a lot invested, so stay tuned, and we appreciate everything you've done. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Mr. Trosclair. Mr. Carl Harding.
Yes, ma'am.
You turn yourself off.
I kind of enjoyed the fact from going to Sister Miles to Officer Miles. And fire department and police department have a very good relationship. Oftentimes when you guys were there, we were there in certain EMS calls. To look at you today and all the progress that you went through, and 30 years ago, we both know that it's been good and there's been some bad. But one thing I want to say, not just to you, but anybody that's going to say this. If you are the first to do anything, don't let it be the first to do anything. Don't let them take away your qualifications and your ability for what you've actually done as a servant to Terrebonne Parish. Therefore, I'm so proud of you that,
Thank you very much.
Mr. Pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Miles, it's a great achievement to be standing where you're standing right now. It's a blessing from the man above as well. But in your 30 years, there's a place on Main Street. Clarence is there. And we have next Friday, you're smiling, and he's out there and he sees this. All the guys on our four-wheelers, we're going to be getting ready Friday, and we expect to see you there. You're retired now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pleasure. And, for all of the law enforcement out there, sitting on this end, you got to wonder what kind of person it takes to serve in that capacity, because when trouble starts, people are running away and you guys are running to it. And that takes a very special person. And to do that for 30 years is an achievement that is, no words could explain. The fact that you're still here today and going home to your family is because God's favor has been on you. And I'll pray that God's favor continues to be on you and on all of our first responders. Now, one of the things that we're in discussions right now, just for all of you first responders that are here, the legislature passed an additional ad valorem tax exemption for you guys, and they allow the parish to implement it. So we're working to get that implemented. So in the next couple months, maybe not that long, you'll be able to claim another $25,000 on your homestead exemption. So we're getting that done. Anything that we can do, Chief, all the guys in uniform, if there's something, bring it to our attention, and we'll do what we can, because without you guys, a community dies. So again, congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy your time. You look like the type of person that's going to stay busy with something. So like these guys have said, congratulations and good luck on your future endeavors.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thanks. Everyone enjoy your evening. Thank you all.
Item D, South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority would like to request the use of our parade safety zone. We have a motion by Mr. Trosclair to authorize the request, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Let's see, can we get their mic turned on? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Marilyn Harris.
And I'm Amy Cobb, both with South Central.
And we're with South Central Louisiana Human Services Prevention Services. And this Mardi Gras season, we would like to sponsor the drug, alcohol, and tobacco-free zone at the Good Earth Transit Terminal. We want to promote it as a place that families with young children, as well as persons in recovery, can come and enjoy the parade in a family-friendly atmosphere. Prevention Services has funding to provide extra security for the zone for all the parades, but in addition, for the parades that roll during the daytime hours on Sunday, February 4th, Sunday, February 11th, and Tuesday, February 13th, we would like to be at the zone with complimentary bags for beads and throws and free drinks and snacks for children. Do you have any questions for Amy or I?
Anybody have any questions? Ms. Chauvin?
I just wanted to tell you thank you for providing that service, because for some people, they want to be in an atmosphere that they can have their kids in and feel comfortable with, and also for those recovering, because we have to provide that space for them. We want to see many more recover from addiction and such. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ladies. Item E, the Terrebonne Parish Tree Board would like to present their Tremendous Award to GIS Engineering for their offices at 197 Elysian Drive in Houma, Louisiana, 70363. Is somebody here for that? Ms. Brazier, the floor is yours.
Okay, Linda Brazier, again, on McKinley Street. It was several years ago that the tree board initiated this award for someone who goes above and beyond to preserve a tree. And trees are what holds our foundation together. Thank goodness for our oak trees. But I'd like to present this award to the GIS Engineering, who, I have to get a picture of your tree.
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
I have to come and see it.
For sure.
Okay. You ready to take a picture? There you go. Yeah.
One of you guys want to say something?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
One of you guys want to say something from the mic?
Sure. My name's Bill Blanchard. I'm Senior Project Manager for GIS Engineering. As you probably know, our office was impacted by Hurricane Ida to the point where we had to take it down to the studs. A lot of water damage inside. It was completely reconstructed. We had to move out for about a year, a little over a year. It was completely reconstructed. We're back in. It's a really beautiful office. We'd love for you guys to come by and visit. Very accommodating. We did do a lot of landscaping outside, and we certainly appreciate this award on behalf of Ms. Brazier. So our company has a little over 90 people, engineering staff, construction staff that do a lot of work for the parish over the years. I think a lot of pump station, floodgates, and we continue to work for the parish. We sure appreciate the support for GIS engineering. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I see you brought one of your new guys with you. For those that don't know, this is the guy, the brainchild behind that Weenie Spaghetti Festival.
Manny Merlos.
You want to say?
Thank you. Thank you
All right.
very much.
Thank you all.
Motion to go into 6:30 public hearing?
So we have a motion to go into 6:30 public hearing by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Eight yeas, 0 nays. We're in the 6:30 public hearings. Item A, an ordinance to amend the 2024 adopted operating budget and budgeted positions of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items and to provide for related matters. Parish President's Department accredited $236,246. Communications Department, $365,739. General Fund Cultural Enrichment, $0. Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, $73,592. General Fund credit of $243,750. Risk Management, $26,823. Human Resources, $27,491. Quality of Life, $15,056. Civic Center, $0. Public Safety Fund, $93,480. Have a call for public once. Second call public. Third and final call public. Have a motion to close by Mr. Harding. Second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion to adopt by Mr. Harding. Second, Mr. Trosclair. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion's adopted. Item B, an ordinance to amend the 2024 adopted operating budget, 5-year capital outlay budget, and budgeted positions of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items and to provide for related matters. Road Construction Fund, $15,900. Bayou Terrebonne Miter Gate, $500,000. Company Canal Miter Gate, $500,000. Hollywood Road Extension Bridge, credit $36,000. Parish-wide recreation, $5,000. Animal shelter, $26,934. Add 2 part-time animal shelter attendant, grade 102. We have a call for, first call for public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close by Mr. Harding.
Second.
Second by Mr. Trosclair. Members, please vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion to adopt, Mr. Harding. Second, Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 8 yeas, 0 nays. Motion is adopted. Item C, an ordinance authorizing the parish president to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement for a right-of-use agreement between TPCG and Fletcher Technical Community College for access to drainage ditch. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Babin. Second, Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion to adopt, Mr. Babbins. Second, Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Ordinance is adopted. Item D, an ordinance to amend certain sections of Chapter 2, Administration, Article 4, Administrative Organizational Structure of the Terrebonne Parish Code of Ordinances pursuant to the authority of Section 4-13 of the Home Rule Charter to change and reallocate the functions, powers, duties, and responsibilities of certain departments, to amend the administrative organizational chart accordingly, and to further amend portions of the code to avoid conflicts with the reorganization of the parish departments. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Babin. Second, Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion to adopt, Mr. Babin, second, Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Ordinance is adopted. Motion to go back into regular order by Mr. Harding, second by Mr. Pledger. Members, vote your machines. Okay, we're going back into regular order. Item 1F. A resolution authorizing Terrebonne Parish Recreation District Number 1 to participate in Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government's Health Insurance Program as an outside agency. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion is adopted. Item 2 is public wishing to address the council. Before I start calling on this, I want to just address a couple of things concerning the public wishing to address the council, because we've been questioned about a couple of things. So I just want the public to understand. The Louisiana legislature, through revised statute 4214D, says this: except school boards which shall be subject to revised statute 4215, each public body conducting a meeting which is subject to notice requirements of revised statute 4219A shall allow a public comment period at any point in the meeting prior to action on any agenda item upon which a vote is to be taken. The governing body may adopt reasonable rules and restrictions regarding such comment period. So we get our authority to do this from the legislature, and in the Terrebonne Parish Charter, Section 2-07E, it states, the council shall provide by resolution a procedure whereby interested persons shall be given an opportunity to be heard at a council meeting on any matter relating to parish government. So we take it a little bit further and we allow people to talk about anything that's relating to parish government, where the state just says an agenda item. We allow non-agenda items so that the public can be heard. We were questioned by an individual as to whether or not we had the authority. So I just wanted to state that, put that on the record. That's where the council gets the authority to make its rules. With that said, the rules are that when someone submits a public wishing to address the council, they can only submit 2 per council meeting. And that's done so that we control the order of the meeting and we're not here all night, because some people may want to nitpick every single thing that we do. So with that said, I hope that gives an appreciation to the public as to why we do some of the things that we do and under what authority that we do such things. So 2A is Dr. John Dale Zach Lee wishes to address the council regarding Montague's Oyster Park. Is Mr. Dr. Lee here? Okay. Item B, Mr. Reggie Berg wishes to address the council relative to parish president appointment of parish council attorney. Mr. Berg here. Mr. Berg also had item C, wishes to address the council relative to FEMA's failure to provide Hurricane Ida disaster aid, and he also put in a chord for D. Mr. Berg wishes to address the council regarding Cragen versus Powell, U.S. Supreme Court, 1888 Township 20, South, Range 17 East, and the Dulac Water Tower on Sidney Luke Estate. With that, we go to item E, and Ms. Diana Collins would like to address us on the after-school program. Ms. Collins, we always welcome you, young lady. You do a fantastic job, and we would love to hear what you have to say today. And please state your name and address for the record.
Diana Collins at 1123 Dewey, D-E-W-E-Y Street. Got 2 Deweys. So I want to make sure we get the right street.
Get the right one.
Yes. Good evening. I seen the meeting last night, and I didn't know about the meeting, but I come tonight to answer your questions about our after-school program that y'all support me so dearly. And I thank y'all for supporting the after-school program. So I'm here, And if anybody would need me to help them to start a program in your area, I'm here. So if you got a question for me, I'm willing to
I think that
ask.
was kind of the part of the meeting is people were saying, wait a minute, can we get one in our area? So they're looking to put you to work is what they're looking to do.
Hey, if it's something about the children, you got me.
And for those that saw the meeting, we have some new council members, so they have a learning curve. They're going to have a lot of questions. So we'll start with Ms. Chauvin.
I'm not going to keep you long, but I will tell you that I'm impressed with the program. I do like that we're there for kids in tutoring and being somewhere where maybe they don't have it in their homes or wherever they're at. My questions came from because I wanted to understand how many kids were being serviced and then to ask where it was, in which I think it was on the west side. And I'm a little jealous. So I want it on the east side too, you know. So, and that's really where it came from. And just understanding the processes and understanding what we give money to and why and what it's servicing. So it's nothing on the program, it's just understanding.
Yes,
for me.
I understand.
So, but thank you. I do thank you for the services and still want to know, like, how many kids do you service?
Well, right now, I have like 40 kids.
It's a lot.
I had to cut back because of our funding. I have 4 teachers. They all certified. They're in the school board system. They come after work from 3 to 6, and we stay over, whatever. We do a lot with the kids. We have arts and craft. Wednesday night is movie and popcorn. I do a movie after homework, and before they leave. So many kids had done so good in their grades. I even got buses dropping the kids off. I even got help with the school board. They just delivered me more desks. I picked up Chromebooks today. They helping me because mine was broken. We couldn't afford to buy any more right now because of the budget. So I invite you all to come.
Oh, hang on a second, Ms.
Okay.
We have a motion to extend by Mr. Pleasure, second by by Mr. Harding, second by Mr. Pleasure. Please vote your machines. Okay.
Yeah,
Green light.
we have about 30, 35 kids a day that comes, get their homework done. Whatever we have, like after homework, we do arts and craft. They paint, they color. We do all kind of program. Matter of fact, we do Black History program. We do Christmas dance. I even go out and get toys from them. From Toys at Top, they're always donating toys to me. But it's a lot we do. My concern is the children and my teachers.
Correct.
And make sure they're getting paid for what they do. When I started out this program, I started out with my money. That's how bad I wanted it for the kids. I put in my money. I'm just saying that to let y'all know that's at heart. This ain't about me. It's about the kids, helping the parents, while they're at school. Because, today that math is bad and it's all over. So we do St. Gregory, St. Francis, Lisa Park, Legion, South Down School, and a Marbury. They coming from all different areas.
Okay.
And I tell you, I got to say one thing. Candace, this young lady here, that was my backbone. She taught me a lot. And I thank you, Candace, for all you do for me. Thank you. Any more questions? Anybody?
So you said the school board pitches in.
It is, yeah.
Pitch in. So they get you what you need.
Well, I asked them for some desks when I first started.
Okay.
They gave me some desks. Yesterday, I called for more because we had tables and chairs.
Okay.
So the kids want to lean back and all that. So I took the tables and chairs out. They won't play it. I ain't got time for that playing. So I got some more desks for them. Today, they called me and they gave me some Chromebooks for the kids because mine was breaking. I had them for going on 5 years with the program. So, yeah, I'm here. If you
Thank you,
It's
Ms.
all
Chauvin. Mr. Hamner.
Yeah. I'm on? Okay. Hey, Ms. Collins, how you doing?
How are you?
You know me, yes, ma'am.
Yes. They're trying to get me on a lot of boards.
I'm off the other board now. I'm on this
okay.
one. I just wanted to tell you personally, thank you for all you're doing for these kids. Being a 33-year veterans of the Terrebonne Parish school system, I've seen firsthand what you've done with a lot of the kids at a lot of schools on a very small budget, and it makes a difference, a big difference. When I was at Legion Park as principal, some of my students over there participated in your program after school, and it gave them something to do under supervision that was both fun and academic at the same time, while keeping them from going home by themselves, because these were families where both mother and father, if there were both, worked. And a lot of times kids would have to go home and take care of themselves. I know what you do, and it's saintly, if I'm allowed to say that. I just want to add that I know people over at the school board office, so if you need any more additional help, give me a buzz, you know. I know they appreciate it. The superintendent appreciates what you do. The school board appreciates what you do. But more importantly, the kids and the teachers in those buildings appreciate what you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I agree with Kim. It's needed on both sides of the canal.
I just want to thank Plymouth Rock Baptist Church also.
Yes.
They give the kids, sometimes they don't even have food. So I call them up. They deliver boxes to me for the kids. I mean, you got to be there to know this, because sometimes it's sad. It's sad. That's why I do pizza and hot dogs, stuff like that. Fun. But anyway, with all this being said, I got to thank y'all.
We got a few more people who want to talk to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hamner. Mr. Pledger.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I've only shared this story once, and I think it was with Mr. Harding. One day I visited Mrs. Collins' after-school program. It's my first time there, and I just want to give this example, this story of what happened. I went to the program to visit, to see. I saw all the kids, and they were in the process of studying with the teachers for the SAT, if I'm not... ACT, okay? So I'm in the program, and I'm seeing all the kids from all the different places here in Terrebonne Parish. But one morning, when I was leaving for work, I got in my vehicle to leave. I realized I forgot my phone in the house. So I backed back in my driveway. Me being who I am, I just left the truck running, and I went into the house to get my phone. Well, when I went and got that phone, I hear tires screeching. I come back outside. Someone had stolen my vehicle. Hard thing, hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, the officers were able to find my vehicle, whatever it was. So I go to this program, and there's a kid there, and he says, "Man, can I talk to you?" I said, "Sure." I said, "What are you doing here?" He says, "I'm studying for the ACT." He said, "I want to share with you. You don't know this, but I'm the guy who stole your truck." I said, "Really?" Now, you would think someone would be angered, someone would be upset. But by being, he said, Miss Collins, she changed my outlook on life. I'm here studying to go to college. That's a situation where you wrap your arms around an individual like that, because they've made a mistake like we all have done. But I'm sharing that to let you guys know these are the kinds of people that are kids that are, and there's good kids too as well, but at the same time, we want to try and help all the kids that come in there, no matter what walk of life they come from, down the bayou, up the bayou, in town, around town. Let's try and help all the kids. And I think it's very fitting that I share that story because one of those young men that are in your program is going to college now.
Sure is.
And they made a mistake, and I love him for it till this day because you're there to help him. So thank you for what you're doing. If you need anything from me, of course, let me know.
I'm just
Thanks,
trying to
Mr.
write
Pleasure.
down, since you said that. I don't want to hold you up, it's got a lot of
Mr.
people
Harding?
back here. But I want you to, trying to get this bus to stop off by Legion so my kids won't have to walk in all that rain today. Because I was going to get them in my truck and bring them over there, you know. But anyway, that's it. Anybody else?
Well,
One more, yeah.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, and the point here, and I want this to go and see the relationship between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, the school board, and a member of the public. I encourage everyone else that actually can put themselves in a position as a person to render some assistance to make a difference in someone's life. The other part about that, we have a lot of people up in Ms. Diane that get contracts. We don't have them up here answering any questions. And I hope this actually set forth the effort that if you're going to do business in Terrebonne Parish, you know what I mean, we want to know what you're doing and how you're doing in Terrebonne Parish. And so you're accountable for $35,000 and we got millions of dollars. But some of these people don't show up. And we just pass it right on through. So I've always been up here. I'm going to look at these numbers, just like I'm happy Ms. Kim is going to look at the numbers too. But from a member of the public, if you heard your name called and you show up and you have nothing to hide, that's something. And so as I conclude, your program, and there are other programs, I want Ms. Kim to know that there are other programs that do after-school programs, other areas after-school programs are being done, but then she just actually sets herself above everything else. So thank you, and I'm
Thank
supportive
you
of
so much. I pray for all of y'all.
Thank you,
y'all
Mr.
very
Hardin.
much.
One more, Mr. Babin.
Just one quick question. I mean, we approved $35,000. You can't run this program on $35,000, okay? And I'm only asking this. The school board's participation, you said DES in Chrome. Are they doing any, is there a budgeted item from the school board towards something like this, like Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government is doing? So you rely on the $35,000 that we're doing and donations and money out of your own pocket?
I'm gonna tell you what, I stretched that money.
Oh,
Candace,
I don't know. I tell you what, I need
it's
for you to do
hard.
some accounting with my checkbook, okay?
It's hard,
tell you
man.
that.
Look, we need things right now. I'm trying to get I talked to Candace about the smart board. And I'm looking to get one for our kids. We need a lot of stuff, but I'm just working on a wing and a prayer. You know, when you thank God for what you got, He take the little stuff.
Sure.
And you work with it, He gonna make it big.
Sure.
So that's what He been doing these years. But
I really applaud what you do, and we need to take a look at other funding sources. I'm not saying that this government is going to come up with
Yeah,
it,
I hear you,
but we need to look at things like this that are, and you have a documented success rate. That's the key. All right, Mr. Pledge's statement that he made about that young man, that's documented, okay?
Yes.
And it's proven that you're just not having someone come there in the afternoon to babysit them.
Oh, no.
You are helping
trust me,
educate them.
no
That's
babysit, I let
important.
them know too.
Well, thank you
gonna
very
do
much.
something. Don't play with them.
No.
Structure. They get
Thank you very
structure.
much for what you
Thank
do
y'all
and the
very
teachers
much.
that you have there.
Yes, thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Ms. Collins, for coming down. Item 3, committee reports. Public Services Committee, Mr. Babin.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Public Service Committee meeting held on January 22nd, 2024, and I have no public hearings.
We have a motion by Mr. Babin, a second by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item B, Community Development and Planning Committee, Ms. Kim Chauvin.
Okay, I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Community Development and Planning Committee meeting held on January 22nd, 2024, and I have 54 condemnation hearings. Do I need to go through? Okay.
Just read them real quick.
Each address, right? Okay. So calling a condemnation hearing on the following residential structures, commercial structures, accessory structures, residential mobile home structures, and residential camper fifth wheel on Tuesday, February 6, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. 1, 1110 Barataria Avenue, 2, 6461 West Park Avenue, 3, 1195 Barrow Street, 4, 4338 Highway 56, 5, 1165 Highway 55, 6, 3805 A Country Drive, 7, 6408, 6410, 6414, 6416, 6420, 6422, 6424, and 6426 Alma Street, 8, 600 Columbus Street, 9, 2603 Madge Street, 10, 440 Mozart Drive, 11, 7361 Park Avenue, 12, 6176 North Bayou Black Drive, 13, 376 Coteau Road, 14, 156 William Street, 15, 1301 Woodrow Street, 16, 611 Burnett Street, 17, 804 East Street, 18, 4860 Highway 56, 19, 213 Stovall Street, 20, 1204 Barataria Avenue, 21, 4564 North Bayou Black Drive, 22, 4818 North Bayou Block Drive, 23, 248 Shady Oak Court, 24, 282 Grand Caillou Road, 25, 309 South Central Boulevard, 26, 405 Hanson Drive, 27, 5414 Highway 56, 28, 519 Highway 20, 29, 4827 Bayou-Side Drive, 30, 1225 Lee Avenue, 31, 115 Odemont Street, 32, 2613 St. Joseph Street, 33, 3000 Pinewood Circle, 34, 200 Ashland Drive, 35, 108 Bobtown Circle, 36, 121 Codger Street, 37, 515 Madison Street, 38, 170 Rose Street, 39, 410 Mobile Estates Drive, 40, 529 Madison Street, 41, 152 Grace Street, 42, 1500 Memory Lane, 43, 122 Roland Henry Street, 44, 332 Senac Street, 45, 193 Peachtree Street, 46, 105 Roselawn Avenue, 47, 5621 Highway 56, 48, 117 Corliss Street, 49, 115 Corliss Street, 50, 127 Saxony Drive, 51, 1026 Greenwich Street, 52, 308 Plum Street, 53, 1215 Roussel Street, 54, 610 Morgan Street. I know why y'all put me on this committee. I know why y'all did that.
We have a motion by Ms. Showman, second by Mr. Truss.
I got y'all.
Please vote your machines. And I'm just glad I didn't have to read all that because I'm having a hard time breathing right now. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item C, Budget and Finance Committee, Mr. Pleasure.
Make a motion the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Budget and Finance Committee meeting held on January 22nd, 2024. I have no public hearings.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Who on that side, Babin?
No, Champagne.
Champagne? Mr. Champagne, members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item D, Policy, Procedure, and Legal Committee, Mr. Hamner. If you get your light turned on, sir. Thank you.
I make a motion tonight that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Policy, Procedure, and Legal Committee meeting held on January 22nd, 2024, and I have no public hearings.
We have a motion by Mr. Hamner, a second by Mr. Babin. Members vote your machines. Eight yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item 4, streetlights. As per Mr. Babin, second Mr. Pleasure. Members vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item 5, appointments to various boards, committees, and commissions. A, Recreation District Board, Recreation District Number 1 Board, 1 vacancy. Mr. Derek J. Buggage submits application and resume for consideration. Ms. Edna Walker submits application and resume for consideration. Ms. Ruby Manuel submits application and resume for consideration. And Mr. Justin T. Ward submits application and resume for consideration.
Open, close, and vote.
We have a motion to open, close, and vote by Mr. Harding, seconded by Mr. Pleasure. Ms. Smith, can we get a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Harding.
Walker.
Mr. Voisin. Mr. Amity.
Ward.
Mr. Champagne.
Ward.
Mr. Hamner.
Ward.
Mr. Babin.
Ward.
Ms. Chauvin. Mr. Trusclair. Mr. Pleasure.
Ward.
We have 8 for Mr. Ward and 1 for Ms. Walker.
Thank you. I know Mr. Ward is in D.C. with close-up this week, so congratulations to him. Item B, Fire Protection District Number 9, 3 expired terms. Mr. Riley J. Grote expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and reappoint and hold the other 2 over. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Grote and hold the others over, seconded by Mr. Pledger. Members, vote your machines. We have 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Congratulations to Mr. Grote. He's here. Would you like to say a few words, Mr. Grote? Come on up to the microphone.
First of all, I want to congratulate the new members of the council and the old ones that were reelected. I've been on the Fire District Number 9, which was originally by Black Volunteers Fire Department, which we still have, for 54 years. I've been chief, assistant chief, president, treasurer, and I even kind of cleaned up the place now and then. I thank y'all very much for having confidence in me. We have one of the best fire departments in the parish. We started off with an old truck that was bought on a used car lot for $100. Now we have 4 big pumpers. We have a emergency rescue truck with the jaws of life and all of this stuff that you need to pull people out. It's a shame that most of our stuff is accidents. We have not had a major fire in a long time, and we wish to stay that way. But I believe in this fire department. I'm glad that y'all reappointed me, and we're going to do everything that we can to service the people in Ward 9. Thank you very much.
Mr. Grote, as a veteran of the Army you are, sir, I would like to thank you for your service there and thank you for your continued service to the community, sir.
Well, if there's anything I can help y'all with, except don't borrow no money from me.
We go to Candace for Monday, just saying. Thank you, sir. Item C, Fire Protection District Number 10 Board, 3 expired terms. Mr. Samuel Small Jr. expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Close and reappoint Mr. Small and hold the other 2 over.
We have a motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Small and hold the other 2 over, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Brian, come see. Don't change the screen. Can it? No. Can you see it? You see where it's saying, where it's putting the numbers? Just so the public doesn't get confused, we have up at the top, you can see that the yeas are up at the top. I just didn't want people to be confused on that. So we have 9 yeas, 0 nays, and the motion carries. Thanks, Brian. Item D, Houma Terrebonne Public Trust Finance, 2 expired terms. Ms. Simona B. Miller submits application and resume for consideration.
Open, close, and appoint Ms. Miller and hold the other over.
We have a motion to open, close, and appoint Ms. Miller and hold the other open by Mr. Pleasure, seconded by Mr. Babin. Members, please vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. I, Yes,
You were
sir.
talking about
Mr.
the
Bauer.
lights. Kevin just pointed out to me, it shows absent when I voted. Did it? Really? You were absent too, okay? How could you see mine if you're absent, all right?
It didn't say mine the first time.
So, I mean, it's showing a vote as yes,
Right.
but it's showing absent.
Okay, well, gremlins in the system, that's all I can say. Item E, Houma Restoration District, 1 vacancy representing the parish council due to resignation. Mr. Clarence Williams submits application and resume for consideration. We have a motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and appoint Mr. Williams, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. That's interesting. Anyway, it's 9 yeas, 0 nays. Mr. Williams, would you like to come to the mic?
My name's Clarence Williams. I live at 2903 Highway 311, Shreveport. I'd like to always offer my graces to God and thank you, the council, for actually appointing me to the commissioner's position with the
Mr. Williams, let me just interrupt you so people know. You served on TITA in the past?
TITA.
What other things?
I've served on TITA. I've served on the Tourist Commission. I've served the Rotary Chamber.
I just want people to know, because I've been knowing you for a couple of years now, and you're a community-minded person, and I commend you for that.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my interruption.
No problem, no problem. Well, again, I just want to thank you folks for really, in your infinite wisdom, appointing me to the commission. I look to work with the commission. I look to work with the partners as well to diligently help make our goals and objectives realized. And again, I thank you.
And just so you know, Mr. Noah Lerat, you're still the president, sir? As the president of that district, you'll be working directly with him.
Sure will.
Ms. Chauvin. Hang on, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for, like, after I got elected, I think you came up to me to introduce yourself. That way I could know who you were when you came up before. And I appreciate, like, the application, but the resume tells a lot more. And, I've read a lot of different things where people will put their passion behind it. It kind of gives me a glimpse of who you are and what you're wanting to do. And that's kind of what I look for, because it's really hard appointing people to all these boards. So I appreciate you filling out that resume and sending it in and coming to meet me. I think you met me twice.
Sure did.
So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Mr. Hamner.
I just wanted to thank Mr. Williams for putting himself out there. I've been knowing him for a while, and can't think of a better person. Appreciate all you do for Terrebonne Parish.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sure thing.
Item 6, staff reports. Item A, ratify Parish President Jason Bergeron's appointment of directors, department heads. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Harding. Members, please vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Mr. Babin?
Yeah, I want to congratulate all of the department heads, and as a councilman for 8 years, I've worked with a number of y'all already, and looking very much forward to working with the new department heads that are here. So congratulations to all, and y'all do a bang-up job.
Thank you, Mr. Babin. Item B, pursuant to sections 2-73, 2-98, and 4-3 of the Parish Code, Parish President Jason W. Bergeron requests ratification of his recommendation, Mrs. Michelle L. Neal, as Parish Attorney. Also, his recommendation of Ms. Courtney E. Alcock, Mr. Derek Bursajay, Mr. Kentley Fairchild, Mr. Tanner McGee, Mr. Neil Montgomery, Ms. Amanda Mustin, Ms. Brianna Orgeron, Mr. Gary Williams, and Mr. Patrick Yancey as Assistant Parish Attorneys, Ms. Kelly Savan and Mr. Elton Duncan III as Special Parish Attorneys, and Mr. Julius Hebert Jr. and Mr. Brian Marceau as Temporary Assistant Parish Attorneys. Moved by Mr. Harding, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Does Ms. Michelle Neal wish to say anything? Ms.
All I
Neal,
want to say is thank you very much for your vote, and I look forward to working with you all.
we'll see how you feel about that next year. If she shows up next year for reappointment. But thank you, Ms. Neal, and thank you to all of those that are present from her office. Item 7, vacancies to various boards and committees and commissions. A, Recreation District Number 3A Board, 2 vacancies. Fire Protection District Number 4 Board, 1 expired term. Fire Protection District Number 8 Board, 3 expired terms. Fire Protection District Number 9 Board, 2 expired terms. Fire Protection District Number 10 Board, 2 expired terms. Bayou Cane Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Koto Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Recreation District Number 11 Board, 1 vacancy. Houma Downtown Development, 1 vacancy representing the Houma Terrebonne Chamber of Commerce due to a resignation. Item 8, announcements. Mr. Lerat, does the parish president have any announcements, sir?
We have no announcements at this time.
Thank you, sir. Council members, Mr. Carl Harding.
To everyone that's out and about and passing through Terrebonne Parish, make sure that the weather that we actually encountering, you stay safe with that. Those people that are out there, we have a wonderful EMS system, and Mr. Earl Hughes, he's sitting back there. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be busy also. Make sure the drains are taken care of, and you see something, say something. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harding. Ms. Chauvin.
Yeah, I just wanted to make clear. Chris, I wanted to thank you for correcting me on the social media posts, because I do try and keep my community and the district in the know. And so when it was relayed to me something and I just went up and put it up, I don't have a problem saying I made a mistake. I'll go back and fix it. But thank you for texting me, for letting me know and allowing me to able to correct it and giving me the go-ahead to put what I put. I appreciate that. I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. But my thing is to be transparent and to get people knowing what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chauvin. Mr. Clayton Wazan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just wanted to thank the administration for their proactiveness on the warming shelters for the public, and all the council members that participated in that event. I personally like to thank Community Coffee for providing the coffee and all the supplies needed for that, just with a phone call. So they were very, very helpful in that area. So that's what I wanted to do. Thank everybody in the administration for doing that for the public. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wazan. My announcement is just thanking all the employees of Terrebonne Parish for what you guys do. For all you new guys that are coming on, welcome aboard. For the guys that have been here for a while that are feeling a little tired, we hope that you get energized. And for the drainage department that's out on the streets as we speak, trying to keep the water flowing in the right direction, we really appreciate that. With that, motion adjourned, Mr. Trosclair, second, Mr. Pleasure. Please vote your machines. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Stay safe.